Okay, so welcome to today's session since we have many new faces today, and it is so wonderful to have you all here. I will begin with a brief introduction. It will be really brief because we want to go to the today's topic. So I'm Pallavi, and I am a Reiki healer. So I have been doing energy work since 2012, and I had a different line of career, but I felt aligned with this side of aspect of life more, and that's why me and my partner Suparna, she is a certified NLP, and she is a certified life coach as well. She has had her successful stint with other careers in corporates, but both of us just aligned on this topic, and we started this new initiative called Aligned Living Global in March. So it will be an year soon to this initiative. And in this initiative, what we do is that we offer um, um, holistic solution to all the problems. By holistic, what I mean is we approach all the issues that we face with respect to our healing our bodies and mind and energy. So what we profess is that you can't leave any of these aspects aside and seek solutions, because if you only work on the body and not on your soul and mind, the healing that you receive will not be complete. Or if you work only on the mind and not concentrate on your body and soul, that again will be a very incomplete solution. So the solution that we give here at Aligned Living is a holistic solution that we try to profess, so that you can have a fulfilling life with respect to all the aspects of life. Suparna, quickly, do you want to introduce yourself before I go into?
Yeah. So, hi everyone. I'm Suparna, and I'm a subconscious expert and a life coach. So, like Pallavi was sharing, yes, it is important. It's like our journeys have taught us that only one part of it cannot be a full solution. So, working with the body, working with the mind, and working with the energy or the soul is something which gives you a very long-lasting and sustainable result with respect to you feeling good and happy about it, and eventually it's peace everybody's looking for. So once it is really aligned, and like in the initial discussion with the body scan meditation which Harshita mentioned, it is yes, it is about like there's a physical pain, that's fine, you can always pop in a pill or go and see a doctor and do that kind of healing. But it is there because there is something not right with your body. And usually, I'm not against medicine, but usually medicine is supposed to not eliminate it. There are, of course, certain modalities of medicine which work at a very root cause level of any illness or disease, but mostly the Western medicine is a medicine of suppression. सो इट जस्ट आपको हेडेक हो रहा है तो सडनली आपको दवाई खाने के बाद हेडेक खत्म हो गया. But you will never come to realize that, okay, why on a normal day when I was going about my day, why suddenly I started getting a headache? What is really happening? So if you have that dialogue with yourself, your body also starts talking to you. It is always communicating. The headache is also a form of communication, but then you will have like a better conversation or a better relationship with your body. And so goes with the energy also. So, and all of us do experience energy in so many different ways and forms. You know it because sometimes it's like some people that we don't even know, and if they, let's say, walk into a room or a conference or a meeting, and you're suddenly either excited to have them here or just it just feels putting off. So there is something, they haven't said anything to you, not, let's say, not even a hi or hello, so you don't really know who that person is, or what do they do or anything about them, but then very instantly you have uh, a feeling about this person. And that's what energy communication is all about. You always pick up those feelings, being safe in a space, being not safe in a space. So energy experience is like continuous. We are continuously experiencing something or the other. Even on this call, if you will see, you'll pick up energies of the people. You might not be able to really understand, but you will be able to pick up energy of each other and this group also. So yeah, so that will be about it. So we are very happy, and totally in gratitude that all of you have decided to join us here today for this session. And I think, Pallavi, let's dive right into it.
Right. So before going to today's session, just a brief about the topics that we have covered. I will not be explaining it in details because we have covered four big topics, which were simple, if you say, but very, very, those are like the foundation of your journey into spiritual realm. Okay. So first meditation that we did was grounding, which helps you be in a better connect with your body in itself. So even if you're talking about spirituality and energy, how to be present in your body so that you process everything that you are experiencing. The second meditation that we did was body scan meditation, as in like the body is our container, right? It is the medium through which you experience things. So how do you connect with your body and how do you communicate it with your body to identify whatever blockages that you are going to be dealing with, to remove those. Third meditation that we had was receiving divine guidance. So we did a forest travel meditation and we tried to connect with our guiding souls and guiding tree and guiding animal, and we try to hear from them what is the spiritual message that we are getting so that we can begin this journey. We also learned the white light meditation to safeguard ourselves. Like whenever there is an energy imbalance, if you're feeling off balance, what is the simple go-to method that was taught in white light meditation? So these four things are covered so far, and all these recordings are made available to you. If anyone has not received it, you will get it again on the group, so don't worry about it. Okay, so now today's topic is very, very interesting and very dear to Suparna and I. You will know why. Okay, so we are going to talk about the decluttering meditation. So before going into the spiritual understanding of decluttering, I want you to talk about what clutter means to you. And let's have a very interactive session, otherwise you will get bored and we will get bored as well. So let's just talk about our understanding. There's no right or wrong. So my question to you is, when I say the word clutter, what comes to your mind? What is clutter? Anyone?
Anything which is not useful or important to us and which is not required, which
Okay.
can be given away, maybe.
Okay, so anything that is not important for us and something that can be given away. Any other definition of clutter?
The thoughts.
Anything not
Oh, sorry.
You can maybe raise a hand and I
Yeah.
will ask you so that we don't talk over each other, right? Yes, Parul, you can go.
anything not relevant in the present moment that's occupying my attention feels like clutter to me.
Right. Okay, so anything that is no more relevant or something that you don't connect to anymore, right? Something that is not very fulfilling right now, maybe. Yes, Naveen, someone has logged in from Naveen's account. Do you
No,
want to talk?
it's me, Soumya. Actually, I need to
Yes,
change the name.
no
Yeah.
problem.
I feel the thoughts or the actions or maybe the words which we use, which is not helping us to reach the highest purpose of
Yeah.
being here.
Yeah, so Soumya, you are talking about the mental clutter already, which is very nice. What I was asking about is the dictionary meaning of clutter. When I say clutter, before jumping into the spirituality and, talking about the big terms, let's just simply understand what is clutter. Okay, so as Harshita and Parul and a couple of people mentioned, it is something that is not resonating with you anymore, something that you can give away, right? Now, my next question is, how do you feel about having that clutter around? Is there anyone from this group who is saying that I'm very happy with the clutter that in my house? Is there anyone who loves the clutter and wants to live with my clutter? Is there anyone who wants to say it? Then why not? My next question is, if you don't want to be with that clutter, if you don't like it, if you so want to get rid of it, why? What is so bad about clutter? It is the thing that we have accumulated, right? Some point in time. But why do you not feel happy about it? Any thoughts? Yes, Parul.
Weighs me down, occupies my energy. It is an energy sump and takes away from me applying myself creatively fully in what I'm doing in this moment.
Right. It weighs you down. It like plays heavy on your systems. I'm not even talking about my mind. Let's just talk about our cupboards. Okay. Now imagine a cupboard that is cluttered, even if it is organized. You've tried to organize it, but you have like dumped many things into it. Okay. Imagine a cupboard full of things, cluttered things, a cupboard or drawers or whatever, storage that you have. Now, when you have clutter, what happens? What exactly happens there? Like when you, as you said, Parul, it plays heavy on you, your mind or in on your system, and it is occupying the space. So what if it is occupying space? Let it occupy. What's wrong with that? You have space, it is occupying it. What's wrong?
It's an energy sump. If I want to take something out of my cupboard, sifting through 15 things will take me more time than sifting through 5.
Right.
So every time I want to use something, I'll take more time doing it. Picking something out there, likely chances things will fall. I'll spend more time organizing it. It'll take away my attention. Instead of simply going in, picking something out and wearing it, I
Yeah.
will be spending time reorganizing. It'll occupy life energy, organizing it again and again, carrying something that's not very useful anymore.
Wonderful, wonderful answer, Parul. I'll get back to that. Harshita, yes, what do you want to add to it?
So it is taking up space for something new, which can be there.
Yes,
I mean, like something fresh. So it is taking up the space which is not even required, and I really want to put maybe something fresh, new there, and I cannot.
right,
So
right.
I guess that's also one thing.
Yes, yes, Shraddha. Any pointer from you?
Yeah, so the like clutter makes me feel like suffocating. So
Okay,
uh, it's like as if I'm not able to breathe when I see
right.
things which are
It
really not
overwhelms
placed in
you.
right way. Yeah, not like I'm talking about OCD, but it's
Hmm.
about like not getting organized in anything then. So if
Right,
I'm not organized, unorganized in few things, it feels suffocating, and then I'm not organizing anything in my life.
right.
So I felt like when I start decluttering, I eventually I even start decluttering all other things, and I organize everything in my life, professionally, personally, everything.
Yes, yes. That's a wonderful point, Shraddha. We are going to elaborate on it. But going back to what our participants have spoken so far, okay? So when we say, when
Pallavi,
we,
there is one
yes,
on the message also. I think Lakshya has mentioned it disturbs the
yes.
mind.
It disturbs the mind, yes. So we are going to talk about why the declutter disturbs the mind also, even if you're talking about our 3D world, even if you're talking about the physical clutter, right? I'm not even, I have not started talking about the mental clutter yet, but we will eventually get there. Now, as Parul rightly mentioned that even if I want to find 5 things, I have to go through 50 things. Like, why is it happening is because all that you are holding on to is making things crowded. Okay. The space is limited and you are crowding things up. What is happening in that crowding thing is you are the things that are important are getting covered up as well. Like it happens, right? That I had bought a stole in 2007. I love it. I bought it from Singapore, whatever. And I've not seen it for 10 years. And when I see it, I feel, oh, why I haven't reached to that beautiful stole, because there are 50 other things that are covering it up. It is just too difficult to reach out to the thing that I want, because the space is covered with many things that I do not want anymore. So what clutter is doing is that it is claiming a lot of space with things that no longer are needed. Okay. And the beauty of physical and mental connection is, like, if you ever feel want to ask yourself if you are connected or decluttered in your mind, what you have to do is you just have to you know look around. Just look around. Even now, you take a moment. Is your table sorted? Is it well organized? Is your cupboard well organized? Is your kitchen well organized? Is your house well organized? And by house, I don't mean spick and spine hall itself. What is happening at the storage room? What is happening at the lower drawers of your cupboard? What are the things that you have, dumped into it? So what happens is that your physical surrounding is a reflection of your mental state and your spiritual space. So if you ever want to find how are you doing spiritually or mentally, just look around. I have said this before also, and I'm repeating it again. Just stand in front of your mirror, look at yourself, and see how your relationships look like. See how your financial status looks like. See how your health looks like. And now add to it how my surrounding looks like. If it is cluttered, it's a physical manifestation of the clutter inside my mind. Okay. Now, if there is a connect between my physical surrounding and my mental well being, and if I want to work on my mental well being and spiritual well being, what would be a logical solution to it if two things are connected? Are you getting my question? If I'm saying that there's a connection between mental clarity and having clarity around, and if I want to bring that clarity mentally and spiritually, what would be a smartest work to do? No? Yes? Yes, Parul?
Start from any one and the other will follow. Whatever I find
Exactly.
easier, if I find it easier to mentally let go, my physical surroundings automatically clear up. And if I find
Yes.
it easier to give out physical belongings, it'll start easing up the mental
Yes.
part as well.
Yes, exactly. So without making it too complex, yes, Harshita, I will come back to you. Without making it too complicated, a simple question. Whenever you clean the house, or if whenever you organize, let's say even your handbag, do you feel nicer and sorted? Now I know what is there in my bag. Now I exactly know what is there in which compartment. Okay. And why do you think this clarity is important? Because in our journey, if you want to do this spiritual journey, there are many messages that are being given to you. The journey is towards the clarity, right? If you have too much noise in your head, you tend to miss out on those messages, because like you said, I am trying to reach out to that one message or one guidance that I want to seek from my spiritual guides. But since there is a lot of clutter in my mind, I have to put those 50 things aside and then I will reach to that one message. Okay. So hence it is very important that you remove those 50 things that are no longer relevant. Okay. Are you getting this point? Are you with me so far? So hence it is very, very important that we do mental declutter. Okay. I will give you another example as well of holding on to and how it affects. Okay. Many of us hold on to many things, like how many different things. So as an example, what my mother-in-law had said 15 years back, like the stole that I had bought from Singapore 15 years back, which is no longer relevant. I'm also holding on to what my mother-in-law had said 15 years back. Okay. Now, it doesn't necessarily play daily in my mind, but a little trigger. Like if I'm trying to find out something nice and I dwell deep in my mind when I'm trying to sort my things, I also get that thought out, 15 साल पहले मुझसे ये बोला गया था. And then how does it make me feel? Does it give me a happy feeling or does it give me an overwhelming feeling? Is it a desirable feeling or it is something that I want to give away? Is it relevant to you anymore, or things that are said to you in childhood? If anything has said something to you that, okay, something like some task you are really not good with, or you really don't look good, or you will never be able to be successful in life. Something that someone has said, or some feeling that you are holding on to, that also is a kind of energetic holding. Okay. So when I say holding, why do we hold? First of all, when I'm collecting things, why do we collect things? What kind of sense does it give us? For example, I will give you an example. Okay. So if I have a sari in my marriage, sari that I had worn in my marriage, and I am keeping it for years. Why am I keeping it? What kind of feeling am I achieving from holding on to it? Yes, please speak up. There is no right or wrong. It's fine.
The comfort of being connected to that memory, the event.
Yes, yes. So you are holding on to that memory. Now, in this case, in this example that I am giving you, it's a happy memory. It's fine to have. But even that fine to have memory, is it necessary that I hold on to it with my both legs and hands, or is it okay to let go of it as well, like giving away, like giving it away as a gift, and make space for new things, new memories? Yes, Shri, did you want to say something? What else? What else could be the reason to hold on to it? For example, if I have a, coffee mug of like which I have bought as a child and I have kept it yet, I am not using it. Every time I am cleaning my cupboard or the showcase, I just put it, bring it out and put it again back. What kind of feeling I am holding on to? Now try to think of different things that you are holding on to, mentally, physically, like in the physical form, and try to process what kind of feeling are you trying to hold on to.
Sometimes there is a fear that I may not be using it right now, but I will probably need it in future and I may not have it. So that
Yes,
lack of trust in myself or lack of trust in the universe that aage zarurat pad gayi to.
yes,
Sometimes it's also familiarity, I think. We're more comfortable with what is familiar. So
yes,
तकलीफ भी दे रहा है तो पता है क्या है तो पड़े रहने दो. I'm both mentally and physically.
yes, absolutely. I'm so happy you use this word fear. So there's a familiarity and you feel that it's a part of you. What if I give away that mug? Am I going to lose out on my childhood memories? Okay, but is holding on to it helping me? Is it driven by love? And even if it is driven by love, is it relevant right now, or is it just occupying a lot of space? Like if I give that cup away to someone who could use it, can I use that space to buy something or put a flower pot in place of that pot? Can I do that? And can I make it more relevant to my current being than dwelling in my childhood personality? Is it making sense? So there are different reasons why we hold on to different feelings, and it is important that we process it and get rid of it if they are consuming a lot of space on our mind and spiritual body and stopping us from achieving our future goals. Is it like making sense to you? Any questions so far? Any example that comes to your mind that we can discuss? Like pick anything, like what is it that you're holding on to? Are there any thoughts that you're holding on to? And are they stopping you from growing?
Yes, Harshita.
So I was like thinking, during this conversation, like I was that I was having a lot of my deceased mom's saris and her shawls and
Yes.
her handbag. She was very fond of saris and all, and I had a lot of them. And when I had the discussion with you, then it gave me a lot of clarity that gradually, it should be given away. It's not required anymore to be, because of course I was also not going to wear it any time. So I gave it away and I really felt really light. Even this Diwali, there's this some feeling that heaviness in your head when there's something unused lying around. So my upper portion, the room where I live, there was another room above my room, and it had that almirah which has loads and loads of clothes. Like when Pallavi was giving the example of the clothes at night, I could think of the same thing. It was visually in front of me. It was loaded with unused clothes, suits from 15, 14 years back. And I was like, "Acha, kisi ko de denge," and it never happened. And I was very adamant that this Diwali, I will just clear it out anyhow. I don't know. I feel कि पता नहीं मुझे बहुत भारी लगता है मुझे हटाना है. And I don't know how many, like I gave all away this Diwali. Everything I in your upper room, it's like clear, and I feel light-headed after doing all the decluttering. So it's very important energetically. Can totally relate to what you're saying.
Yeah. So Harshita, first of all, thank you so much for having that courage to share that personal incidents with us. Okay.
Hmm.
Can you just help us understand, like when you were holding on to things owned by your deceased mother, what kind of feeling was it? What exactly was the feeling? And how did you exactly felt? You said that you felt lighter, but can
Hmm.
you just name that feeling when you let it go? What did you feel?
It was like I was mentally at peace, because initially it was like, it was again the kind of fear that she'll be gone forever. I mean, like those things were maybe kind of, I was keeping her close to me using, with the help of those items. But afterwards, मुझे लगा कि नहीं, it should be the right thing to do, and I really felt nice myself after, giving it a ticket, that she's at peace, I'm also at peace. It should be like that one.
Yes. So, see, through the things that Harshita held on to in the memory of her mother, of course, that was driven by love. Okay. And it was also driven by fear. As Parul, you had used this word fear. She wanted, she was so afraid of letting go of something that was held so close to her once. Like, you will not stop loving your mother anymore. But now that she has moved on to other realm, was it serving her right to hold on to her things? No. And spiritually, it was energetically, it was creating hindrance to her mother's further journey as well. So we are not going to dwell on that topic right now, but I'm just mentioning it because we are talking about her case right now. Okay. So whatever that is not serving you right has to go, and whatever is happening mentally in your head, that reflects in your physical reality as well. Okay. So what we are going to do is, since we have worked on grounding and being present on your body, using our body as a tool to understand what are our blockages, what we are now going to do is use a wonderful meditation that is going to help you get in your subconscious, imagine certain things, like visualize certain things and get rid of things that are no longer serving you, so that we create that space, wonderful space, for our further journey. You create that nicer, peaceful place where you can store nicer things and reap the benefits, rather than dwelling in the past and being driven by the love, or which is no longer relevant, or being driven by fear. Okay. So before we go to a wonderful meditation which will be led by Suparna, do we have any questions so far? Any confusion, any point you didn't clearly understand, or anyone who thinks that meditation में बोला कि ये क्या बोल रहे हैं, कबर्ड साफ करना है, वो तो करते हैं, दिवाली में ही किया है. Anyone who thinks that? No, right? You've understood the correlation of two things, right? Wonderful. So we will get into a meditation. Suparna will guide us through it. And once the meditation is done, we will come back and quickly discuss our insights that we received from the meditation. All right. So enjoy the meditation. Thank you. Yes, Suparna, over to you.
Yep. Thank you. Okay. All right. So a great correlation between the two, and we'll just see how we can first declutter in the mind and then declutter in the physical uh, reality which we have. So I just want you to quickly get comfortable. If you want to switch off your cameras, it is okay for the time period. So just relax, sit comfortably so that we can enjoy this journey. All right. So just close your eyes and take a deep, nice breath in. And slowly exhale through your mouth. Inhale deeply once again. And exhale fully, letting out all the air. And with that, also letting go of any tension, stress, any thoughts that are coming to you. And just simply focus on the rhythm of your breath. And observe this perfect balance of the inhale and exhale. Such a rhythmic process that it is. Feel completely relaxed and present in this moment, here and now. Today's meditation is to go inward on the different areas of your life where you can declutter and reorganize to create space for the new. This is one of the easiest ways through which you can clear any stuck energy and make way for the life force energy to flow easily through you and around you. Every object and every thought or feeling or emotion, each of these carry an energy of their own. And by clearing and sorting, you help yourself align and also strike a balance which feels peaceful to you. Something magical occurs when all of the things in your home or office have a special place. It can even include your vehicle, your wallet, or anything else. Because after all, we all like clean spaces. Just the feeling of cleanliness or organization is so peaceful. And now I want you to bring to mind, just for some time, on how you can declutter your environment, your physical environment, your room, your house, your cupboard, your drawers, your kitchen, your car, your wallet, your garden or your office, anything. Think about the ways that you can declutter all of these spaces just mentally for now. Think about how you can create and welcome the new energy into your life and these spaces. Spaces which give you comfort and convenience, and of course, the roof on your head. So think about how you can simply sort, organize, give away, and declutter your environment. Because clean spaces send a message to the universe that you are ready to receive the new energy to transform your life, and also that you respect what you have, that you have gratitude for what you already have. Create a mental place which is welcoming of growth and opportunities. And visualize that this new space that you have cleared and decluttered and reorganized is a peaceful space which allows you to think clearly without feeling overwhelmed or anxious. Take a deep breath in and experience the feeling of this peaceful, clear, and clean space. And now, think for a moment, how can you declutter your relationships? because all your relationships have the ability to lift you up or pull you down, including the one which you have with yourself. So, for a moment, think about how your relationships are serving your own growth and transformation, or are there being a block in it? When in your mind's eye, just simply visualize that you are surrounded by people who light up your heart, who support your journey, whether they understand it or not. Think about all those people who accept you as you are and accept you with love and compassion. Think about you accepting yourself with love and compassion. Take another deep breath in and exhale. And now think about what thoughts have you collected which no longer serve you. Think in terms of worry or anger, disappointment, anxiety, or any such negative emotions that you are holding on to. And just notice how much space are these taking up in your mind. Imagine what all will become possible if all these thoughts and negative emotions and stress leaves you for good. What all will you be able to do, think, feel, and be instead of these thoughts which do not help you to grow? And now imagine all these thoughts going away, leaving your mind and disappearing into the universe. clearing ways for the right and the aligned energy which needs to come through, and giving you so much free space to think clearly and be at peace with yourself and others. With your next inhale, feel the energy of decluttering and prosperity, progress, and opportunities in your life. Because you understand that when you clear space in your mind and in your physical reality, you open ways to new opportunities and growth. It raises your vibration at a great speed. And the things that you really truly desire, aspire, and work for find their way to you with so much more ease. And now I want you to think about what immediate actions you can take in your physical reality and for your mind to create space and declutter anything which or where you feel stuck. What immediate actions can you take? It may be just at a physical level first, like cleaning and organizing your home, or it can be about clearing your mental clutter. Pick between 2 to 5 things which you can do within the next 2 days. It can just be as simple as the digital clutter that we accumulate on our laptops or phones. Think about anything which you can do within the next 2 days. You already know how it feels like to have a clean, organized, and free space, whether physically or in the mind. So, by choosing between 2 to 5 things, you're preparing to welcome the new opportunities and the new energy into your life. And now, thank the universe as it gave you the awareness and direction of what it would be like to live a clutter-free life, physically, mentally, and emotionally. And now gently bring your focus back to your breath. Feeling the rise and fall of your tummy, observing the rhythm of your breath. And feeling the energy of absolute clarity, cleanliness, and organization of your mind, body, soul, and surroundings. Take another deep breath in and exhale. You can now rub your hands and open your eyes whenever you're ready. Oh, we have a very lovely young participant. They're
Okay.
sure wiser than us. Yeah, you can unmute yourself one by one, and we would love to hear your experiences.
Anyone ready? Okay. Lakshay, what happened?
Uh, Feeling very calm, relaxed, and that positivities that we feel after doing this.
Okay, so we don't want textbook answers, ठीक है? अच्छा लगा, बहुत अच्छा लगा. Why I'm asking Lakshay is because you were very uncomfortable. So tell us genuinely what happened. You couldn't concentrate, or you were feeling jittery, or you're full of thoughts. What was happening?
Uh, Uncomfortable I was because maybe because of the concentration also, and that distraction also. Uh, and
Uh,
that imagine that when ma'am was saying that imagine that if you want to declutter. I imagine that physical space is my that books wardrobe that
Hmm.
I that is disorganized, so I have to organize that that
okay,
two things that ma'am said.
okay.
So and I have also feel that if my table is full of books, I don't have uh, इन मन नहीं करता मतलब पढ़ने का और
Okay.
अगर टेबल अगर साफ रहती है तो इच्छा भी करती है कि हाँ नहीं आज एक किताब उठाई पर वो एक किताब पढ़नी है वो इच्छा करती है करने की भी
Hmm.
तो वो वो माइंड माइंड से भी मतलब आदमी फिर वैसे ही हो जाता है मतलब रिजल्ट भी
Hmm.
फिर वैसे ही आते हैं मतलब
Hmm.
जैसे बाहर बाहर है अब जैसे बोलते हैं ना शूज किसी के गंदे है उससे पता चल जाता है इंसान का शूज अगर
Hmm.
साफ है तो उससे अपन आइडिया लगा सकते हैं कि
Hmm.
इसका मतलब कैसे
Hmm.
Hmm.
माइंड माइंड कैसा है ऑर्गेनाइज है डिसऑर्गेनाइज
आपको बहुत सारे थॉट्स आते हैं क्या लक्ष्य? अदरवाइज भी बहुत ज्यादा सोचते हो आप?
नहीं, ऐसा तो नहीं है वैसे तो, मतलब एक हैबिट मैंने डेवलप की हुई है, जैसे मॉर्निंग में योगा करता हूँ या वो करता हूँ, तो उससे मतलब मेरा आगे का दिन अच्छा निकलता है, तो उससे काफी मतलब मेरा फर्क पड़ा है। पहले दिक्कत होती थी, पहले काफी मतलब नहीं रिजल्ट ला पाता था, या मतलब कंसंट्रेशन में तो देखो अभी भी है, ऐसे नहीं, लेकिन पहले से काफी इम्प्रूव किया है, मतलब अपने आप को मैंने। जिम विम भी जाते हैं अपन, सब करते हैं, पढ़ाई वढ़ाई भी ठीक ठाक चल रही है, तो ऐसा तो कोई दिक्कत नहीं है।
तो मतलब दिक्कत थी जिसपे आप काम कर रहे हो, है ना? अभी लॉन्ग वे टू गो।
दिक्कत दिक्कत ये हो जाती है कि अपन प्रोकास्टिनेट बहुत करते हैं। भाई मैंने जैसे जैसे सोचा कि आज 5 पेज पढ़ना है किसी बुक के, तो अपन उतना मतलब या तो किताब उठाएंगे तो अपन आलस करेंगे उसको करने के लिए, या प्रोकास्टिनेट कर देते हैं कि नहीं थोड़ी देर बाद करेंगे, तो वो सिर्फ फिर अपना कहीं ना कहीं टाइम खराब होता है, और कहीं ना कहीं अपने को सेटिस्फेक्शन नहीं मिलता अंदर से कि नहीं आज का दिन खराब कर दिया। तो सेटिस्फेक्शन जरूरी होता है, तो उसके लिए अपने को माइंड को भी, मैं अगर 2 चीजें लिखी टू डू लिस्ट में कि आज ये 2 4 आइटम ये करना है आज, तो उसके लिए हमें बहुत करना है, तो वो आइटम ज्यादा मत लिखो कि भाई अपन ने 10 करना है टू डू लिस्ट में, लेकिन अपन ने अगर 2 आइटम लिखे तो 2 आइटम करना ही है कैसे भी आज के दिन अचीव।
ओके
अचीव नहीं
लक्ष्य।
होता
ओके
तो
ओके।
वो डिससेटिस्फेक्शन रहता है।
हम्म। अभी आपका प्रॉब्लम क्या हो रहा है पता है? मेडिटेशन तो आप कर नहीं पाए। आई कुड सी दैट यू आर वेरी, यू आर नॉट कॉन्सेंट्रेटिंग, विच इज ओके, ठीक है। कोई यहाँ पे कंपटीशन नहीं चल रहा है। लेकिन अदरवाइज भी आपका थोड़ा ये हो रहा है ना कि यू आर ट्राइंग टू पुश अवे द प्रॉब्लम्स। कि मैंने आपको पूछा कि आपको आप ज्यादा सोचते हो, आप बोल रहे हो, नहीं नहीं नहीं, योगा से तो वो बेटर हो रहा है। अभी आपका प्रॉब्लम ये है कि आप आपके प्रॉब्लम्स ही एक्नॉलेज नहीं कर रहे हो। Okay, so I don't want right now that you speak about your problems openly on this forum, even if it's a very safe forum. You can speak whenever you're ready. I'm not going to force it right now. But what I'm trying to explain to you is that you have to be kind towards yourself first to acknowledge your own problems before pushing it away. Right now, what is happening is you're not saying that I'm not able to read. What you're saying is, नहीं नहीं होना ही चाहिए। 2 बुक, 2 लिस्ट, 2 चीजें बोलिए मैंने आज के लिए करनी है तो होनी ही चाहिए ना वो। दैट इज थ्योरी। क्या होना चाहिए इज अ लेटर थिंग। राइट नाउ यू आर इन अ डिनायल ऑफ एक्सेप्टिंग द प्रॉब्लम इन इटसेल्फ कि आप कॉन्सेंट्रेट नहीं कर पा रहे हो, आप डिसिप्लिन नहीं ला पा रहे हो, और बहुत सारे थॉट्स चल रहे हैं, ठीक है। तो आप व्हाट यू कैन डू लक्ष्य इज, I think you had replied on a group or in on our other number that you had tried our earlier meditations. आपने grounding try किया है? ग्राउंडिंग मेडिटेशन किया आपने?
नहीं मैम।
अच्छा, तो वो ट्राई कीजिए रोज, इफ पॉसिबल, सो दैट यू आर थोड़ा बैलेंस हो जाओगे, और उसके बाद ये मेडिटेशन ट्राई करना। और इवन इफ यू कैन नॉट कॉन्सेंट्रेट, वो कुछ गुनाह नहीं है कि नहीं कर पाए, इट्स ओके। लाइक यू जस्ट सैट थ्रू द मेडिटेशन राइट नाउ, दैट इन इटसेल्फ इज अ बिग अचीवमेंट। आपने ये नहीं किया कि आप कॉल छोड़ के भाग गए कि नहीं मुझे नहीं समझ रहा है मैं कॉल ही छोड़ दूं। यू जस्ट सैट थ्रू इट, विच इज अ वेरी गुड result for today. That in itself is an achievement for today. So keep doing it, and for you especially, please do grounding. It will help you a lot. Okay.
मैम इट इज ऑन यूट्यूब और ऑन
Yes,
साइट?
we have shared the links. We have shared the links. It's on YouTube.
ओके,
ठीक है?
आई विल डू।
Okay, and you can share the findings in Facebook group or on the group that is created today. I think Shraddha wants to share, but she has an internet problem, but she has written something which I will read. She is saying that I'm facing range issue at my home. I felt like I have to clear my wardrobe as I am holding on to a lot of old clothes and have a mind block that if I throw them, I will be short of clothes, and also have financial block that I won't be able to shop as much as I want or require. Okay. Shraddha, are you able to use your audio at least, if not the video?
Yeah, I'm there.
Yes. So see, as I had discussed it in the earlier session, All her choices and decisions right now are driven by her fear. What if I don't have money? What if I don't have
Yeah.
enough clothes? Right? So it is not the clothes that you are holding on to, but you are so dearly holding on to that negative feeling of fear of not having enough. And why not
Okay.
having enough? Because you feel you are not enough. And because you are not doing
Okay.
enough. This is the
Okay.
feeling that you need to work on. So today, after this meditation, when you imagine that you are decluttering, did you
Yeah.
declutter the old clothes, or what did you declutter today in the meditation?
Yeah. So that's what I could just think about, that only, decluttering my wardrobe and all. And of course, there were few thoughts regarding to my um profession also, where I feel at times like, I'm rigid with the thoughts, or reluctant to think in a way that I cannot perform more than this. Like,
Mm-hmm.
I cannot really give my best, or I'm not doing the best.
Yeah,
So these
exactly.
were the two things which I felt.
Yes, so you are holding on to this idea that you have about yourself of not being enough, correct?
Yeah.
And that is
Yes.
reflecting in all other aspect, like not having enough money, like fear of not having enough money, fear of not being able to do enough professionally,
Hmm.
not having enough
Hmm.
materialistic success. So this is the
Right.
exact idea that you need to get rid of using this
Okay.
decluttering meditation. Okay.
Okay.
Now see, the thing with declutter is, ऐसे होता है क्या कि इस दिवाली क्लीनिंग कर लिया, अब नेक्स्ट दिवाली देखेंगे? डू यू डू इट दिस वे? लाइक दिस क्वेश्चन इज फॉर एवरीवन. या फिर आज मैंने पोछा लगाया, अब देखेंगे अगले साल? ऐसा होता है क्या? No, we have to do it daily because life happens every day, right? There is a give and take of energy every day. Incidents happen. We keep on holding on to things and holding things. So declutter is something that you need to do on a regular basis. Okay. This is also to say that, for example, if you work on this feeling of not being enough, it is not going to go overnight. You have to be consistent in doing the energy work, doing the meditations, and doing the brain work to remove that identity of yours, of what are you being. Okay. So this is a long term effort that you
Okay.
need to put in to have that identity, but this meditation will definitely help you. And if it is getting very overwhelming for you to give away like a stack of clothes, so we are not asking you to
Hmm.
just give away everything. Start with a single piece of cloth that you want to give away. Start small. You
Right.
should
Okay.
always start small and make this a fun activity, not something that is going to stress you out further. Okay. Just
Okay.
pick one piece, give away, and see how you feel. See how things move.
Okay.
And the beauty of energy is that whatever you give out, you will get back. You just
Yeah.
try doing it. You try spending money with gratitude, you will have more money to spend. The moment
Yeah.
you hold on to that money, you will be forced to hold on to money by not allowing you to spend it. Situations ऐसे आएंगे कि आप spend ही नहीं कर पाओगे क्योंकि पैसा ही नहीं होगा.
Hmm. Hmm. Okay.
Okay. Okay. So do this declutter, start giving away. Put a simple criteria of, is that piece of cloth or piece of thing sparking joy in you? Do you really want to take it in future? In your future, do you want to take it with you or no? If not,
Uh,
you can either donate or destroy it, gift it away. Just remove it from
yeah.
your space. Try doing that. Okay.
Right. So you recommend like I should be doing this declutter meditation quite regularly, because
Yes.
this has got me this has made me realize with all other fear also, as you said, like all other things. So
Yes.
if I do it
You
repeatedly,
can actually, your problem is very layered problem, Shraddha. Maybe we can discuss it separately. You have a fear of being alone also, you have a fear
hmm,
of being
hmm,
there for yourself. and hence
Yeah.
providing for yourself. And then ये thought आता है कि अभी जो है उसमें पकड़ के रखूं, because ultimately I am going to be taking care of myself. And then you are attracting more and more situations where you are forced to take care of yourself.
Okay.
So you
Okay.
just need to surrender and let universe do its job of supporting you. Be open to receive. Okay.
Okay.
And when I'm
Got it.
saying
It's
be
a
open
very
to
deep thing,
receive,
but yeah, I'm trying to absorb it. I am understanding, but then I need to connect and then you know, get over it. So
yes,
yeah, I'll think over it.
and you see this recording again, and I might as well just add one more statement. When I'm saying be open to receive, रिसीव करने के लिए जगह होती है, जगह चाहिए होती है ना, कहाँ रिसीव करो? जो जो होल्ड ऑन किया है वो पहले जाने दो, फिर आप रिसीव करो. Okay, and since you do energy work, you have to work on your heart chakra and sacral chakra desperately. Okay.
Okay. Yes, got it. Thank you.
Yes. Maybe we can take a couple of more inputs to be discussed. It's 8:16. Anyone else who wants to share quickly?
Shri, how was your experience of the meditation?
I don't know what to say. Initially, let me be very honest. Initially, when I started, I felt like, no, I have to do at any cost. So I just closed my eyes. When you started saying, what are the things that are more occupying, and I just recollected, and I have few things. So and then people who are surrounding you who accepted, self-accepted. So in my situation, nobody accepted me as who I am, and even I myself also, there are few situations I would later on regret why would I do in that manner. And there are few situations, and then again, and when you said uh, receive that energy, I don't know how to receive that energy, so I did not understand what to think of it. And the next point, even you said, is like there were few points, so I did not understand what to think of, like what to imagine in such it. So I just closed my eyes and listened to your voice.
Okay.
So I don't know what to say also.
And what 2 to 5 things have you decided to clear away?
5 things. So firstly, I thought of let me clear my anger and jealousy of it. And then I thought first the 2 things were these things. And then third thing, everyone said, no, you need to change, you need to change. So I thought, why do I need to change? So everyone will have their unique points. So I don't think why I should change. Let me accept myself. So I should not change. I should not change. If it is in a good way, maybe I might change. So I thought that statement should I should that should be cleared.
Yeah.
So initially, those 3 things only I could.
Okay. Yeah, so like as the more you will do meditations, the more these things will flow naturally to you.
Okay.
So what to visualize, and because when the what question comes to mind, that means we are already thinking very logically about what to visualize, and that's the moment we are kind of a little disconnected. Uh,
Okay.
so because when your mind was running, okay, abhi, ye, this is what she's saying, so what should I think about? How the energy is coming to me. When you leave that logical mind behind, it will come to you in the ways that you will understand. It can You will just experience it and see it and feel it. So I'm saying experience comes, of course, first before the visions of it. So when I say, let's say there is something like I mentioned about the room, let's say. So you can very quickly visualize your room because you know your room, right?
Yes. Yes.
So that's easy. Now the receiving energy from the universe is something new. So your mind was like, now how is this energy received? So it's okay. So it ran away in the logical realm because then it was uh, figuring out how to do that part. But you don't have to figure out things during meditation, and it's just okay to be. So it's fine. The more you will do, the more you will get familiar with how you can do all of these things.
I actually understood. I have few things, and you said even this one more point also. If again that comes, what's the action you will be taking? Like not the literal meaning. Like in such a way you said. So I know the cause, but I don't know what the action should I take for that. So again, I took a pause in that. Again, I took a pause.
That's
So
okay.
that
It's do you meditate, or was this your
no,
first time?
not regularly, once in a while. Like in my school days, we used to do. That's it. Not
Okay. Yeah. So maybe just try and explore the previous meditations that we have done. So you'll
sure.
feel it better, because then there is one of the meditations that we did in which we have talked about this whole process of how you can receive the energy also. So that will
Okay.
really help you to understand that part. So that's okay. Good that you stayed through the meditation and experienced it.
Yeah, I just wanted to add to what Suparna said. So I also wanted to ask, like, is this one of the first meditations that you're attending? So as in when you keep doing it, it will come to you. That is one. But the biggest takeaway for you, Shri, right now is to come face to face with your issues and accepting it. Like you said, I have anger issues. I have people judging me, and I don't want it. Having that realization and saying it aloud in itself is a success, and this is what you've achieved through this meditation right now. Okay, and as I said, that it is not a overnight process of releasing it. Like, people spend their lives realizing what are their blockages, and trust me, if you have realized that your anger is an issue right now, it's the biggest success of you meditating today. Okay, so from all your meditation journey henceforth will be from this point onwards, like, okay, these are my blockages to be worked on, and I'll work on it, and eventually you will find a solution. So this is not a competition, it is not a task list with deadline. किसी ने ये नहीं कहा है कि 6 महीने में आपको आंसर्स मिलने चाहिए. But having this realization that I do have anger issues and that is eventually troubling me and I want to let go of it. This intention itself is very powerful. Like in energy work, intention works wonders, even if you do not know the process. Like hota hai na ki, like I don't want to take it to the religion thing, but I'm just giving you an example, okay? कुछ कुछ हिंदू लोगों में कुछ कुछ पूजाएं होती है जिसमें बहुत सारे रिचुअल्स होते हैं, बहुत बहुत सारे. And we don't always understand all those rituals. Okay, but if I just बहुत श्रद्धा से अगर मैंने सिर्फ पूजा कर ली, सिर्फ मैंने हाथ जोड़े मेरे, and I surrendered to the God, do you think it's enough without any rituals?
Yes.
क्या है उसके पीछे कि मेरा इंटेंशन है कि I want to bow down to that energy. So your intention in itself right now to let go of that blockage is very, very important and very strong tool to let go of it. Okay, so just don't get into too much of process of how to receive it, how to imagine it. Imagine ही नहीं कर पाए. उन्होंने एक घर बोला था, मुझे 2 रूम दिख गए. उन्होंने 5 चीजें इमेजिन करने बोला था, मैंने तो 10 देखी. अभी क्या करूं? इसमें नहीं फंसना है. Just let the energies flow and enjoy the process. Okay, Shri, and keep coming back to these meditations so that you remain in the context.
Yeah.
And it will definitely help you long term.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you. Parul. Parul is lost.
I have been in the process of change for a while now. It's been about a year, maybe more than a year now. I do not have the usual issues somehow, the wardrobe's overflowing. I mean, I do have old stuff, but I use it. So I have t-shirts from 15 years back, but then I still wear them once or twice a week. I don't buy new stuff. I'm okay with what I have. I'm okay with using old stuff. Even in terms of relationships, because of the changes that I had in my life recently, I did let go of quite a few close ones, significant ones. But like you said, I did understand that, things come up and you feel you've let go of it. And then after a while it comes up again and you're like, ye kahan, ye to chala gaya tha ya chhod diya tha. I could not tangibly imagine things that I can let go of to enable. I couldn't. I mean, I saw some of my books, but then I thought, me again, why fear maybe, they will be relevant. I will need them. That is all.
Mentally?
Mentally, there have been a few things like Pallavi mentioned initially, for example, there are a few instances in life from long back, maybe childhood and decades ago, really, that I do feel that keep coming up. And I realize that again, for example, in certain circumstances where I identified as a victim, it's like you don't realize it then, but then when you realize it decades later, wo bar holding on to that identity. I'm aware of when I'm doing that. I don't think I'm able to let go of it completely. And I'm not very desperate to let it go. Like there was a time not too long back when I was very desperate to let go. One of the things that you said in the meditation, was imagine how would it feel when these negative energies or these thoughts would leave you for good. So I had quite a feeling of disconnect at that time कि उन्होंने तो मुझे नहीं पकड़ा हुआ. So how will they leave me for good? पकड़ा तो मैंने हुआ है. So I have to leave them for good. So I felt, how wonderful would it be कि अगर हम कहें हाँ आपने मुझे पकड़ा हुआ, अगर आप मुझे छोड़ दें तो कितना खुशी की बात होगी. So I did notice a bit of, I don't know. I mean, I did feel कि पकड़ा तो मैंने हुआ है ना. So I mean, how do I imagine कि one fine day वो चला जाएगा? And again, that feeling of how to, that it's something that I did struggle with just a couple of weeks ago कि कैसे, मतलब इतना स्टूपिड भी लगता है पूछना भी किसी से कि अगर आपने किसी चीज को पकड़ा कैसे छोड़ दें, भाई छोड़ दो, कैसे छोड़ दें. So one of the things that in meditations is something that I decided for myself, that one of the things by which, for example, I hold on to the past is by repeating the story. Repeating the story either verbally to someone who has an empathetic ear or repeating the story to myself mentally. So the only thing that I decided for myself was I will not repeat it. So if I stop speaking it, gradually, hopefully the memory will fade. Again, this decade, if not this decade, the next, if not this lifetime, the next. But that is where I'm at.
Interesting. You're right. It's like we are holding on to things. Things are not holding on to us, be it physical or emotional or at whatever level. So, of course, yes, the process starts with us. It's just that, like Pallavi just shared with Sri, with the intention. That's when the process starts. And which city are you in?
Right now, I'm in Bhiwadi. Otherwise, I'm from Delhi, Gurgaon.
Okay. Yeah, we are just doing a non-residential workshop on this particular topic in Pune. So it's the difference between the desperation of getting rid of something and the ease of letting go.
Yeah.
So a lot of times we just want to, I don't want to think about it. I don't want to do this, but the thing is that it's right there. The more you're pushing it away, the more it's coming back with double the force. So just being okay. Any of it which is there, it is there. Whether it's in your mind or in your environment or in your physical body, it is there. So start there, that it is. But just by acknowledging and accepting it, that okay, I have thoughts like this. I have a story like that I don't want to continue. That's another thing. But I have it. And when I have it, it has some meaning and some purpose and some agenda that I'm holding on to this. It's so none of it is like, it's not vague. If you're holding on to a story which you would want to let go of, the story is there because something would have happened in your lifetime which has made you to hold on to this. So it's like going back and tracing it back and then clearing it away from there. that is something which will be helpful.
Yeah.
We'll do an
Parul,
online version of it also. We'll let you know about it. The art of letting go.
yeah, that's pretty exhaustive process. But for now, Parul, were you there in a session where we explained about the emotional journaling? Were you there?
No.
Okay, so what you have to do is every night, okay? So as I said, कुछ declutter जो है ना, जो deep cleaning है हम लोग daily करते हैं, और जो deep cleansing है वो हम लोग दिवाली दशहरा वैसा करते हैं, ठीक है? So this process that I'm going to talk about is going to help you in both ways. So what you have to do is you have to write an emotional journal every night in which you have to write about your emotions in all your honesty. For example, if you want to curse someone, you curse those people without worrying about law of attraction में सोते हुए इतना negative लिख रही हो तो negative ही आएगा, ऐसा नहीं है. For positive things to come to you, आपके system से वो clean करना है पहले. And what you're asking is ऐसे कैसे पूछे कि कैसे get rid करना है. Trust me, it is not at all a stupid question. It's the biggest question, and it is a difficult not difficult, but people don't realize that it's a genuine question, genuine problem कि मुझे तो छोड़ना है, कैसे करूं, कैसे. तो ये यूनिवर्सल क्वेश्चन है सबका. सो डोंट फील कि ये बहुत सिंपल सा क्वेश्चन है, मुझे नहीं आ रहा है. नो, बट द solution to it is available, and you can start with journaling it. So what is happening right now is, for example, if you're talking about those incidents to a friend, you are talking it as a story, but there is no communication between you and the person with whom you had a problem. Maybe you couldn't vent it to him or her, jo bhi hai, or you couldn't speak things that are deep down in your heart. Emotional journal is your opportunity to write it all. If it is too offensive, आपको लग रहा है कि नहीं ये लिखा हुआ घर पे नहीं रखना है, just burn it, tear it or flush it. The idea about behind this is to get it out of your system. Because generally क्या होता है कि we put it under the rug and we wonder why it is not healing. It is not healing because you have not, faced it. You have not processed it. You have to process it and let it go. And for that you have to face it ना पहले कि ये गुस्सा है मुझ में. This is what I was telling Shri, that first acknowledge whatever is there, not in the way of sharing it with people, but being totally honest about yourself. Like I have had someone who asked कि will I create a bad karma if I am thinking about कि एक इंसान है वो मर जाए. होता है ना, ये मर जाए.
Yeah.
ये सोच रही हूँ, तो क्या मैं पाप कमा रही हूँ? अभी पाप पुण्य कर्म बाजू में छोड़ो. डू यू हैव दैट काइंड ऑफ एंगर जहां पे आप कर्स कर रहे हो? यस. Is it necessary that you have to take it out of your system? And if cursing is going to help you, first of all, let's understand that none of us have that power of cursing someone. और आपके बोलने से कोई नहीं मरने वाला है.
True.
लेकिन वो होल्ड डाउन करने से आप मर रहे हो रोज. वो भी एक बार नहीं, रोज मर रहे हो कि यार गुस्सा है. तो वो यू माइट एज वेल से इट, राइट इट डाउन, टेयर इट ऑफ, बर्न इट, गेट डन विद इट. इससे कोई बैड कर्मा क्रिएट नहीं होगा, कोई आप पे पाप नहीं चढ़ेगा. अगर कुछ होने वाला है तो आपका मेंटल स्पेस क्लियर होगा, डिक्लटर होगा. So you do join our workshop whenever it happens, but immediately start this emotional journal. Okay, Parul, why are you sitting like this? Are you having palpitations?
No, two, three things. One, I'm feeling a little cold. थोड़ी ठंड है यहाँ north में. Second, a bit of pelvic cramps. So, and I'm also feeling a little lower energy currently.
Yeah, you're trying to safeguard yourself, ये ऐसा है, मुझे safe रहना है. This is it's like the self hug and self protection.
I'm feeling cold. I'm feeling the need to shrink.
Yeah,
ठंड
exactly.
लग रही है अजीब. I mean दोनों तीनों चीजें. Pelvic cramps also. So that's also making me curl up. Repeatedly, like when the cramp comes, I'm like, अच्छा.
I'm so glad you used that word, because अभी shrinking नहीं करना है. The moment you start expressing, letting it go, you will feel something inside you expanding, which you have not allowed for years. Clear that energy. Okay, you start with journaling. वो लोगों को लगता है बहुत सिंपल सा कुछ है, लिख के क्या होगा. ट्रस्ट मी, लाइक आई एम ऑल फॉर दैट प्रोसेस. आई वाउच फॉर दैट प्रोसेस. Try doing it. If any doubts, get back to us, but do try it. Okay, Parul? And you'll get
I
it.
will. I will.
Yes,
Thank
and
you.
of course, do this decluttering meditation as well. Okay, thank you. So I have two senior members joining in today. I'm so glad. Geeta Maushi and Gandhi sir. Do you have any inputs? Anything do you want to share? Quickly.
Yeah, I unmuted myself. Uh, Actually, I'm further from this process of cleaning the cupboard and everything because we already, for my age, we all are clean. We have already cleared that. But yes, I did feel that few things which are still stuck up in our mind that need to be cleared. And I had meditated earlier, not, but this is something very new for me that cleaning the cupboard means like cleaning our own thoughts where we are stuck up means for because there are so many things very means like in the process we feel they are very small, but in the long run we come to know that at that point I should have done this or that, and it would have made this journey more properly. And even cleaning this will help me, of course at my age also it is going to help me for further getting a clear idea that exactly what I want now further after this. And whatever you said that writing, you were suggesting that writing, uh, I have gone through that, but it is very difficult journaling because it pulls out your inner heart, and it is very tough. It's like, oh, दिन का कुछ लिखना है, and but it really makes that person means it pulls everything from you from inside you, and then you feel very free. Means even if you feel that procedure is very easy, that I have to write it and then it's done, like, but it's very hard writing. And once you write it, and when you read it, you come to know after few years, okay, array, why was I stuck
Yeah.
up so much for
Yes.
this thing? It is now okay. It was like okay. It is, that is a great thing, and I would love to join all the meditation sessions, and it was really a pleasant thing what I experienced today.
Right.
Thank you
So,
so much.
yeah, so there are two things, okay? Why we recommend physical cleansing first is because
Mm.
people do struggle with mental clearing and how to do it. So it's
Yeah.
either a journey from mental clearance so that your physical surroundings are decluttered, or
Yeah.
if that is difficult, you go ulta. Like many people find it easier to, clear out their surroundings and then realize that it is making emotional
Mm.
space as well for them.
Yeah.
So if
Yes.
you are already sorted with respect to physical surroundings, it's fine. Well, very well done. But emotional journaling, yes. So see, it is not a hunky-dory process. On spiritual path is not at all rosy. But
Yeah.
the one example that we always give is, suppose you have some kind of tumor developed in your body.
Yeah.
Do you sit with it or do you get it operated? अगर आपको ये suggest किया गया है that you have to remove it, and you
Yes.
know that no operation or no surgery is a happy incident, right? But you have to go through what you have to go through to eliminate it so that you claim that quality of life again. It is exactly the same with journaling and pulling out whatever is stuck in your energy and emotions. Okay, so that process is not easy. That is absolutely, absolutely true. And that is where you should have a container. You should have people who can guide you. That is why we so profess the guided meditations. When you do it all alone, you feel phased out. कि पता नहीं क्या हो रहा है, क्यों करूं? But you have someone to talk to, you will have that journey easier. Not rosy, as I said, but easier, and you'll know what is exactly happening. So do get back to journaling if you have stopped it. In the long term, it will definitely help. Okay, and so glad to have you in the meditation. Gandhi sir, are you there? Gandhi sir, आहात का तुम्ही? Okay, he may have a technical challenge. We will connect with him separately. So I think that's it for today. So wonderful to have you all here in this meditation, and it gives us immense joy whenever we see faces and see that people are relating to the meditations and getting benefited. It just gives us a lot of happiness. So we will see you again next Saturday 7 p.m. It will happen every Saturday. We will come back with different topics and wonderful meditations. And for people who are in Pune or can travel to Pune, in December, we are conducting a workshop of 2 days, which is a non-residential workshop. There are 2 batches. We will share the details with you separately. Keep looking for those details. But that is an extension to what we spoke today. Like decluttering is a part of what you need to let go of. And we call that it's an art of letting go, as Suparna was saying it. Do you forcefully do it, or do you have that grace of, letting go lovingly? How to do it. So we are going to conduct the session to handhold you through that process. If possible, do join that session, and we would love to meet you all in person. Yes. So thank you so much. Thank you so very much for giving us the opportunity. God bless. Thank you.
Thank you
See
so
you.
much, everyone.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Thank you.
See you
Thank
all
you so
next
much.
Saturday, 7 p.m. Thank you.
Yes, sure. So thank you.
Ma'am, I want to ask something regarding journaling. Uh, when we do journaling, we have to write our emotions that we have in our uh,
Mind.
that we feel or the day that we have done things.
मुझे नहीं समझ रहा है क्वेश्चन. क्या क्या बोलना चाह रहे हो?
जर्नलिंग में जैसे किसी को गुस्सा बहुत आता है या किसी को
हम्म
जेलेसी है या जो भी है,
हम्म
तो ये कुछ इमोशंस है. अब इसको जर्नलिंग पे अपने राइट डाउन करना है.
यस, लिखना है. ऑफ कोर्स लिखना है कि मुझे जलन हुई.
हाँ.
क्या
हाँ.
प्रॉब्लम है?
तो
इट्स अ नेचुरल
हाँ.
इमोशन, राइट? यू डोंट हैव टू पुश इट फर्दर. यू जस्ट हैव टू बी ऑनेस्ट कि हाँ, ये मुझे लगा, मेरे साथ ये हुआ है. मुझे गुस्सा आया, मुझे बुरा लगा. Whatever it is that you had felt on that day, or if there is some emotion that you're going back to again and again, like anger for certain people, or feeling low on confidence every time, just write it down. Why? Try to get down to those problem, asking yourself why is it happening. You
और
can write a
सॉल्यूशन अपने आप ही लिखने से आ जाएगा इसका.
सॉल्यूशन नहीं आएगा. क्या होगा कि वो आपके इमोशंस निकालेगा जो आपने अभी तक एक्सप्रेस नहीं किए हैं. ये आपकी अपॉर्चुनिटी है कि वो एक्सप्रेस हो कहीं पे. तो जब आप एक्सप्रेस करने लगते हो ना, वो स्पेस क्लियर होता है आपके दिमाग में, आपके मन में. ठीक है? तो उसका चार्ज खत्म हो जाता है. वो जो गुस्सा आ रहा है उसका चार्ज खत्म हो जाता है. वो जो इंसिडेंस है उसका इम्पोर्टेंस धीरे धीरे कम हो जाता है, क्योंकि आप उसके बारे में बात कर रहे हो. फाइनली आप उसके बारे में एक्सप्रेस कर रहे हो जो अभी तक आपने नहीं किया है.
और सिचुएशन भी लिखना पड़ेगा कि अगर गुस्सा आया तो इस
जो
वजह
भी
से आया.
लिखना है, हाँ, जो भी मन में है वो सब लिखना है.
एग्जैक्टली.
जो
जो
मन
भी
में आए
मन
वो
में
लिखना
चल
है.
रहा है वो ही लिखना है. जो
जैसे
दिमाग और मन
आप
में
वो,
चल रहा है.
हाँ, जो आप वो कर रहे थे ना कि मैं तो करना ही है, मैंने तो ये डिसाइड किया. क्या डिसाइड किया है वो नहीं चाहिए. क्या हुआ? फॉर एग्जाम्पल, आपने डिसाइड किया कि मैं आज 4 काम करूंगा, एक ही हो पाया
हम्म.
और मुझे डिस्गस्टिंग
तो
लग रहा है खुद के बारे में. लिखो वो भी.
वो अब जैसे जो टारगेट अपन ने सोचा वो अचीव नहीं कर पाया जैसे
हाँ
डे का, तो
हाँ.
फिर वो अचीव नहीं होता, लेकिन अपन नेक्स्ट डे भी अपन कोशिश करते हुए नहीं कर पाते. तो
क्योंकि आप ना
फिर
एक
वो
लक्ष्य. हाँ
हैबिट प्रोक्रास्टिनेशन की हो जाती है, तो अपन काम
हाँ
टालने लग जाते हैं. फिर
हाँ
वो दिक्कत,
हाँ
मतलब
हाँ.
सेटिस्फेक्शन फिर नहीं रहता
तो
कि हाँ,
लक्ष्य ऐसा है ना
टाइम
कि
का
आप,
वेस्ट हो.
हाँ, हमें बहुत लंबे समय तक काम करना पड़ेगा इस पे. इमोशनल जर्नलिंग इज अ स्टेप. ठीक है? किसके लिए स्टेप है वो? कि आप इमोशंस आपके पेपर पे लाओ और मन जो है अपना, आपका जो भारी हुआ है वो खाली करो. ठीक है? वो करने के बाद और भी आगे की प्रोसेस है. ऐसा नहीं है कि आप एक हर रोज जर्नल लिखते लगोगे सारे सॉल्यूशंस आएंगे. आपके प्रोक्रेस्टिनेशन के पीछे कुछ रीजंस हैं, साइंस है उसके पीछे कि क्यों आप वो हैबिट में फंसे हुए हो, या फिर वो पैटर्न क्यों हुआ है, क्यों आप जो डिसाइड कर रहे हो वो नहीं हो रहा है. उसके पीछे क्या रीजंस है, उसके लिए हमें लॉन्ग टर्म काम करना पड़ेगा. लेकिन जर्नलिंग हेल्प करता है क्योंकि आप फाइनली एक्सप्रेस करते हो कि क्या चल रहा है आपके दिमाग में। ठीक है, तो हम लोग सेपरेट कनेक्ट करते हैं इसके बारे में। अभी 8:30 हो चुका है। अभी आप ज्यादा इस पे डोंट ओवर एनालाइज, ओके, जस्ट डू द मेडिटेशंस एंड डू
मैम
जर्नलिंग।
ग्राउंडिंग मेडिटेशन, प्लीज शेयर दैट लिंक ऑन
हाँ, वो
यूट्यूब।
भेजा हुआ है, वापस भेजेंगे अभी। ठीक है
ठीक है मैम।
जी, ओके, यस।
थैंक
Right.
यू मैम।
Thank you.
So
Thank you,
thank you
everyone.
so much for
थैंक यू।
being present and looking forward to have you all again next Saturday. Okay.
थैंक यू मैम।
Thank you so
Bye.
much. Bye.